From Hollywood, California, where Uber drivers pitch their idea for an Uber sitcom every day, we get it, your passengers are weird. It's the Josh Macuga Show. Tonight's guest, Alison Haislip. And now your host, a guy who thinks Wahlburgers should actually be called McDonald's. Seriously, Josh, it's Josh Macuga.
All right, welcome back to the Josh Macuga Show. I'm him. I appreciate you guys being here. Before we get into it, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh Macuga. Subscribe to the channel here. Here's what happens. You ever seen like a person like waving a flag at like a rally or like a parade or something, and it has like a cause on it, or it's just like a national flag? Get one that says the Josh Macuga Show on it. And you can wave it. People are like, oh, this is the Josh Macuga Show. And before you know it, word catches on, and we have 5 million subscribers. That's how it happens.
5 million.
Yep, exactly. Tonight, my guest, she was on Between the Sheets way back when. Holy cow. She still has the same hat. Ladies and gentlemen,
is it the same hat?
Alison Haislip.
Am I wearing the same hat?
Wearing the same hat.
Wait, are you serious? That was like 4 years ago.
It's a very similar hat style, but I don't know if it's the exact same.
You know what? I think
hat.
it was my maroon hat.
It
By the way,
might have
I
been
still
maroon.
own that hat that I think you're talking about.
You love the old hipster,
No, you know what it is?
What is that style of hat called?
I don't know. It's a beanie or something like that. But I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's like I get dressed and I'm like, ugh, I feel like I need an accessory, like jewelry or something. And then I throw on a beanie and I'm like, oh, there it is. Like that, it like kind of like completes the outfit.
Really brings the whole room together.
Yeah,
Right?
totally. It does. It's like, you know, like you get an interior designer and they're like, you need this $600 throw pillow. And you're like, no, I don't. And then you get it and you throw it on your couch and you're like, I did. I did need the $600 throw pillow.
I had a couch with a pillow for about 7 years. And then I got engaged to a girl that's entire life revolves around pillow stylings. And she is very good at
Your entire
pillows.
place is different now.
A lot different.
There's a lady here.
Yeah.
You can tell.
People come in. Again, it went from, a frat house to the London Hotel.
I know. There's like picture frames and like all, like they're not in a row. They're like all organized differently and everything.
Art,
I know. I dig it.
I have to hang it.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
Life changes in the 4 years
Good
since
job. Listen, nothing has changed for me. I'm still wearing the same hat. So, congratulations. I'm still apparently stuck in 2013.
I will say, okay, so your first episode, because we had met
/ my only episode.
Yeah. Listen, return guests that's a big deal.
Is it?
It's huge.
Sweet.
We've only had like 4, 5 maybe. Yeah.
Are you sure it's not because I just live right down the street?
No, I'm pretty sure. Because listen, we met like on Schmoes, and then we've done some work together, and then obviously Comic-Con this past year.
Yeah.
When we were in the midst of that
Comic-Con
live stream
HQ.
madness.
You had insane pants on every day.
Every day. That's what I did.
That's what I told you when I showed up here. I was like, your pants are far too sensible right now.
Well, I'm in a desk.
Who are you? I know, you are.
Usually
He's just
wear
wearing
shorts
jeans.
and sometimes underwear, just because it gets hot. No,
It
it's usually
does.
like either mesh shorts or like short. But then jeans.
Mesh
it's like
shorts?
Yeah.
Like gym shorts?
Yeah, like gym shorts.
All right.
Why would... What's the problem with mesh shorts and or AKA gym shorts?
No,
AKA
it's just
dance
weird. Like, I
this.
feel like you can just see a little too much in those.
Well,
you're a little like...
What do you... Wait. What,
You're like, things are lumpy, but I don't know why they're lumpy right there. Like, I don't know.
do you immediately look down there?
Yes! Why would you not?
All right, let me throw this out there. And I always ask this. Okay. Let's just say, so tonight you have a very form-fitting outfit on,
do,
right?
thank you.
Very lovely.
Hi.
If guys were to wear like form-fitting outfits to show off junk, would you be okay with that?
I think it depends on how they're wearing it. Don't drink my water.
I know.
You were totally going for my water.
Too many liquids on
That's
the table.
mine. These are mine. You have 18 drinks over there. Leave me with my mug of wine and my glass of water.
That is kind of the old switcheroo
Exactly.
we put on. I like it. The old mug of wine.
I think it depends because I feel like for a guy to wear form-fitting clothes these days, it's like because they're wearing like spangly, sparkly pants. You know what I mean? Like it's because they like want to be noticed. It's like it's not like this. Yes, I understand what I'm wearing is form-fitting, but it's muted. You know what I mean? I'm not wearing like firework shirts or something. Is that a thing?
I don't know. Is that...
You know what I mean? I'm not wearing like this is sparkly and shimmery and whatever.
You a fan of skinny jeans on dudes?
I do like skinny jeans on dudes.
I can tell.
Yeah.
What's your type, guy-wise?
I don't have. Okay, I can answer this question. I shouldn't be able to answer this question. Because a friend of mine asked me this the other day because she was like, I want to be able to set you up with someone, so what's your type?
Do you hate when people try and set you up with somebody?
Yes and no. I feel like most people don't kind of get what I'm into, and it's because of this. Like, I legitimately went back and I looked at like my portfolio of exes.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, what do they all have in common? And I realized the only physical feature that all of my exes have in common is very striking eyes. That's it. They've been like tall, short, skinny, fat, like they have been the whole spectrum, like every race you could think of.
It's like the old Nintendo hockey, the skinny guy, the fat guy,
yeah,
the middle guy.
it's all of them, but all of their eyes have been like piercing somehow.
Like,
you know?
Blue, piercing, or green,
or blue,
piercing.
or green, or just like interesting or fascinating. Like there's something about the eyes. There's something that's obviously my thing.
So you are drawn to eyes.
Yeah, that's my thing.
God, I don't even know if they offer that on like a Tinder or a
I
Match
know.
or something.
I know. That's why I don't date online.
No dating online for Alison.
No.
Have you ever tried it?
No, I'm scared.
Yeah,
I gotta be honest, I'm scared.
What's like? Is there? We usually get into the dating thing in the second half of the show. But
No, you start real quick with me.
We'll start over. What like? Do you go out a lot and meet dudes, or is there like, do you like friend of friends kind of a thing, or like
it's mainly
work?
friends of friends or work.
Okay.
I can't say I ever go out to try to like meet people because I feel, I don't know, maybe it's my like.
You know you're intimidating.
See, people tell me this,
Yeah.
and it makes me upset.
See, I know you, but
Yeah.
the first couple times that we hung out, like, okay, let's just throw this.
All right.
When we were at the Comic-Con HQ and I saw you in the thing, and we're all working everything, that's a totally different thing. And I remember this guy being like, so what's Alison's deal? And he was like, she's really intimidating. And I was like,
was this
no,
guy? What?
I'm not even gonna say, I'm not gonna say it. He was famous, but he was
No,
there.
shut up.
Yeah, he was there.
What
he was
are you
back
talking
there.
about?
He was back there.
A famous guy said I was intimidating?
Yes. And I said, it's not that she's intimidating, it's that right now she's working, but she's a very like, when you are in the work mode,
When
you're
I'm
doing
working,
it.
I'm very cut and dry.
But you're also, you have a very quick wit. You are like very, you are intimidating to a lot of
Well, I mean,
men.
my quick wit comes anytime. Let's be honest. I'm a multiple drinks in, and I'm still very quick-witted.
Crushing.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's why.
But that's intimidating.
To a lot of guys.
This is what I don't
yes.
like. Like, I don't like that guys can't handle if a girl is funnier than them.
I don't think it's that you're funnier than them. It's that they want to try and keep up with you, and
they can't.
They can't.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I once had a guy friend tell me that he basically was like, you're really intimidating, which means that the only guys who are going to have the balls to approach you are assholes.
Yeah.
So that's your only option right now is assholes. And I was like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah. How do you work with that?
I don't.
Yeah.
I apparently date them, and then they're shitty, and then we break up.
And then that's that.
Yeah.
Do you want to like go down? Like, do you want a relationship? Or?
Yeah, I do. I always say that I want my Clyde to my Bonnie. Like,
Okay.
I want my partner in crime. Like, I live a very unique, cool life, and I want the person who wants to live that kind of life with me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And as shocking as this might be to some people, like, I do want to be married because there's something about I need that tradition of my father walking me down the aisle and like handing me off to someone. There's something about that because I love my family so much that I need that. It's like I need that symbolism of my dad knowing I am okay, but like handing me off to the next person.
But he has to know that you're okay because you kick ass.
Well, duh. Also,
Fuck off.
the one thing my dad has always told me that he will always do for me, even when I'm married, is my taxes. So I feel like...
Is your dad an accountant or
Yeah,
just
he's a
getting taxes?
CFO. He's a CFO. So I feel like that should be part of my dowry. Like, you marry me...
CFO or a CPA?
CFO. So he's a financial officer.
Financial
Yeah.
officer,
So like he does finances. So I feel like that should be part of my dowry. Like, if you marry me,
You get
my dad
taxes.
will do your taxes. Like, for as long as my dad is alive. Like, that's a given. That's a
better
thing.
than most anything anyone
Right?
has ever asked. Don't
Yeah.
tell Amanda she's not in the room tonight. We are going to talk more about this stuff after we play a little game.
Okay, let's
The
play
first
a game.
time we were on, you were on, we played ones and zeros, which was the second time in history that we played it, which is a lot of fun.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, the only other person to play on Between the Sheets was Hassan Minaj, who just did the White House Correspondents' Dinner. He hosted the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Which is insane,
Crazy, right?
Especially this year.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So tonight's game is called Two Types of People.
Yeah.
You and I have like similar pet peeves and similar like opinions on things.
Okay.
So this is two types of people.
Okay.
There's no gray area. It's black or white.
It's black or white. Okay. This is how I like life. Great.
When somebody sneezes, you say bless you.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
You go out of your way to say bless you.
Yeah. No, I say it to strangers.
Like
Yeah.
airplanes, public places.
I was thinking airplanes. If
Yeah.
someone sneezes next to me on the airplane, I'm like, bless you.
And you do it.
And if I sneeze and they don't say bless you, I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker. Like, what? What was that? I just sneezed blatantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody should have your back.
Yeah.
See, I'm with you. I will go out of my way. Like somebody could sneeze, you know, at the restaurant, like 4 tables down. I'm like, bless you. And Amanda's like, come on. Did you have
I mean,
to
I
yell
might
it?
not be that aggressive
Okay.
because then that feels invasive.
Yeah, a
like,
little bit.
because if someone's
So
4
someone
tables
does-
down, I'm like, kind of like, maybe I didn't know you
that
heard.
eaves-
I didn't need to know you heard me 4 tables
Eavesdropping?
down a
Yeah.
little.
I'm really good at
Because then I'm like embarrassed that my sneeze was that loud. But if someone's next to me and they sneeze,
How do you sneeze?
how do I sneeze? I'm like, Achoo! That's my sneeze.
That's pretty good.
You wanna hear how my
That's like
brother-
right in the middle. Yeah.
My brother sneezes like this. Sneeze!
Get out of
He
here.
literally says sneeze when he sneezes. I'm not joking.
I would like
He
video
started as a
evidence
kid and he can't
of
stop.
this sneeze.
Yeah.
Do you always hold the door open for people?
I do.
They're coming out, you're always
Yeah,
holding the door open.
I do the look back, and then I'm also the person who like awkwardly judges how long it's gonna take them, and
Yeah.
then by the time I've judged that it's gonna take them too long, I'm like, fuck, but now they're closer, and so I have to hold it.
Now, if somebody
So
doesn't
I
hold
begrudgingly hold the door.
somebody doesn't
open.
hold the door open for you, are you like, you're welcome?
No, I don't do that.
No.
No.
And
Because at that point, I'm like, I can open my own damn door. I'm an independent woman.
bitch. Now, if
Yeah.
somebody holds the door open for you,
Yeah.
you do that like fake run, like I'm gonna kind of hurry, but I'm not really hurrying to get to the door.
I do the acknowledgement. I do the like, oh, thank you.
thank
Like
you.
the like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll pick it up. I also do that with like, I'm in a crosswalk and a car wants to turn. I'm like, I got it. I mean,
See?
I don't like jog, but I'm like, I see you, you know.
But that's a really nice thing to do because the people that piss me off the most are I'm like, listen, I'm standing here, you're the only
And then
person
they
in the
like
crosswalk.
slow-mo walk. Yeah.
They're sitting there texting. I feel like honking,
You're
but
like,
I know
yeah.
that that's not the right thing to do. This one, I mean, I always see these in the airport and I think to myself, who is the person that would do that? But would you ever buy a Playboy or a Penthouse at the airport, like kiosk, the magazine stand?
I mean, I don't think I'd ever buy one of those, period. So I can't say I'd
Yeah.
buy one at the airport.
I'm just always
specifically.
wondering why the airport, like the
Yeah,
airport magazine
you're right. Because
rack,
why would you want to bring it on the airport when you're like crammed in the middle seat between people? You
right?
don't want to be like
you get on a
flipping through
Southwest
that.
flight and there's just some dude just like,
Yeah, that's
this
a
guy.
little weird.
Right?
Yeah, that's weird. I never thought about that.
yeah, two types of people. There's
You
got to be
know-
that one. There has to be people that purchase
That
them
do that. You're right.
because they stay
Well, you know
there.
what
They're
it
there.
is? I think it's okay. Call me crazy. This is my theory right now.
Crazy.
I think it's not people getting on flights. I think it's businessmen getting off flights, going to hotels because they're away from their family. So they pick one up at the airport, they take the cab to the hotel, and then they have it in
You
their
would think
hotel
that,
room.
like wireless in hotels.
Yeah,
or-
nowadays, but that's not how it started.
Yeah, probably not.
I bet you if you went to like all the Hudson Newses and all the airports around the country,
it's amazing
their
that
sales,
Hudson News has a monopoly. in
Yes,
airports.
exactly.
'Cause
But
you've
I
never
bet
seen them
they're-
anywhere else.
I bet their sales of Playboys and Penthouses have gone down in the last 10 years because
Yes.
of the internet.
God damn internet.
I know.
Would you pitch it?
Which is what this show is on.
Would you pick up a hitchhiker? Yes or no? No.
No, because I'm a girl. That's really, I mean, my mentality would
What if
want
it was
to.
another girl?
Oh, I mean, that's debatable.
Okay.
Maybe.
So it was like.
I wouldn't do it alone. I don't think I'd ever do it alone.
Okay.
But I think if I had someone else in the car with me, I might pick up a girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm really on the fence with the picking up the hitchhiker.
Yeah.
Because I've seen too many stupid horror movies.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Kurt
Exactly.
Russell's wife gets killed. Okay. Flat tire. Do you fix it yourself or do you call AAA?
I have fixed it myself. I can fix a flat tire.
Oh, do you
I
like
actually
salmon?
today.
Do you
Oh,
do
wait, what?
salmon? So you swim in, and you swim out.
Wait, can we do another one?
Yeah.
Squirrel. What? It was a squirrel running up your arm.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yes, we got a new one. I love it.
Today, actually, I got in my car and I was driving around and my low tire pressure light went on, so I had to go to the gas
little air in
station.
there?
All 4 tires, because I couldn't tell which tire was low, so I just filled them all up.
Okay, let's do a couple more.
All right.
You're sick. Do you
Okay.
go to the doctor or you just wait it out?
Ooh.
Are you like a bit of a...
I wait it out for 2 days, and if I'm still sick, then I go to the doctor.
Really?
Yeah. Because I like to think I'm invincible. I like to think sometimes I just need sleep.
Yeah.
And then if I sleep for 2 days and it still hasn't fixed it, then
I've been blaming it on allergies for like 4 years.
Oh,
Maybe it's
yeah,
just
no.
allergies again.
When I shot BattleBots last year, like they have this thing at BattleBots that they call box pox, because the bots fight in this giant bulletproof box.
Yeah.
But basically these robots explode carcinogens and shit like that, and then we get in the box to do these interviews. So everyone on the crew just inhales this shit for like 5 days.
Are you signing waivers for this stuff?
No, I don't know what we're doing, but like everyone gets sick at the end of shooting BattleBots in this last season.
BattleBots.
It was actually on my last day of shooting. I was still so like in between setups. I was
the
back in my
con flu?
trailer. Yeah, I was back in my trailer taking naps, and then I got home. I think our last day of shooting was on a Sunday, and like Monday I was like, I'm dying, and then I woke up Tuesday and I was like, shit, I'm still dying. And then Wednesday I was like, I need to go to the doctors. And I had the flu. I had a 104-degree fever.
Jesus.
I hadn't had a fever in so long. I forgot what having a fever was like.
Did you puke?
No, I didn't have like the stomach flu,
Yeah.
but you know, you have a fever, and if you take like Tylenol or
Aspirin,
something or aspirin, it makes your temperature go down. I like forgot that was a thing. So as soon as I took Tylenol, I was like, I'm a new person.
And now you're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't thrown up sober in a really long time until about like 3 months ago.
Oh.
And then I did, and I was like, oh god.
It's the worst. Throwing up sobers. You know what's so depressing? I was thinking the other day.
What's that?
As adults.
You haven't had sex sober in a long time?
No.
Oh, that was me. What?
Hold on.
I'm kidding.
It's close to this though. I can't remember I can remember, but it's been a while since I've had a first kiss with someone that's been sober.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Right?
Yep. 100%.
Can you guys think of that?
Yep.
Like, I
That'd be
mean,
great. Had to be
invisible
like-
studio audience.
Yeah,
Like,
well-
as adults, it's like a thing. Like, you have your first kiss with someone because you've gone out and had a couple drinks, and then you like
100%.
make out outside the bar or something
Correct.
like that.
It's the old
Right?
make out ping pong.
Yeah.
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 It's great. I love it.
But do you? That's my thing. I'm a little depressed. I kind of want my next first kiss with someone to be a sober first
But
kiss.
like sometimes, I don't know. I mean, listen, I've been with my fiance now for 2 years.
All
We
right.
still like to get a little drunk and be like, let's, this is our first kiss. And then we do like, the make out by the car or whatever.
Okay,
because
that's cute,
It's still
but-
fun.
yeah.
But the drunk kiss on the first date is like a rite of passage. Every first date
Well, right,
should
but,
include
like-
drinks. Like that's why somebody's like, I don't drink. I'm like, what? Why?
That's what I was gonna say. The last time I remember a sober first kiss with someone was with a sober person.
Yeah.
That's why we were sober when we had our first kiss. Yeah. It obviously didn't work out.
Yeah.
As I drink my mug of wine.
That didn't work out, but
No.
2 types of people worked out. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor, Alison Haislip. Hey there. The Surgeon General recommends that when you leave the house, you bring your keys, your wallet, and of course, your Magic Hat beer. It's for drinking and curing most diseases, along with public anxiety and when girls don't like you. Magic Hat beer. It's perfect. Should I drink it? Should I drink it now? All right, and we're back here with Alison Haislip, the lovely same hat wearing Alison Haislip.
God damn it.
God damn it. We haven't actually talked about BattleBots. We did the Comic-Con HQ thing, been on some Collider stuff. What else are you up to?
Well, I have my weekly podcast on
Yes.
Nerdist, the Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex.
And I
which,
haven't been invited on this yet.
well, we don't have
Oh,
guests.
cool.
Sorry. No one's been invited on it. The only time, I will say, we do have guests, but it's once a year. And it's because,
It's Mark Hamill.
it's only Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Like, we only invite Luke Skywalker, and if he shows up, great, and if he doesn't, we just don't have guests. No, that would be amazing. That should be a podcast.
The once a year Mark Hamill show up?
Yeah, it's called the Half Hour Happy Hour.
The Mark
What?
Hamill Happy Hour?
The Hamill Happy. The Half Hamel Happy Hour?
The Half Hamel Happy Hour.
Did we just rename my podcast?
Woo!
What?
Get Alex in here.
I mean, we shoot in a garage. Will he come? We record in a garage, I should say. But it's my co-host Alex Albrecht and I, and we have a drink, and for about 30 minutes we talk about whatever the hell we found interesting over the past week. It literally has no rhyme or reason. We read some fan emails. We check in with Elon Musk because we're obsessed with him and everything he does. But that's about it. But once a year, we do what we call Drunksmas, the 12 days of Drunksmas.
Go on.
And it's because the first year we started recording the podcast, we realized we were going to be out of town when we needed to release over the holidays. So a fan recommended we record a bunch of episodes in a row. So we record every Christmas right before the holidays. We record 12 episodes in a row, which means we have a drink every episode. So we have 12 drinks in one day, and we record 12 30-ish minute episodes in one day.
So by episode 10, it's a lot of
By
slurring.
episode 7, I was talking about my period, like openly, like that was good conversation. I'm sorry, it's not. But we do have guests on during that time because we just wouldn't have enough content to cover 12 episodes in one day.
And I like to drink.
Yeah,
so
okay. But now I'll remember you for this coming Drunksmas.
Well, let's be honest.
You never know. If Mark Hamill doesn't show up. But yeah, you can check that out on the Nerdist Network.
I guess it's Hamill.
Josh Macuga. Yeah.
Got
But
it.
only if you wear ridiculous pants. Like
well.
this Josh Macuga does not get invited.
Okay, done.
Only pineapple pants wearing Macuga.
I need some pineapple pants.
Do you not have pineapple pants?
I've got
I would
pink
expect
stripes. I've got like a picnic lunch. I've got
You have like 4th of
Space
July?
Ladies. I've got the 4th of July.
What are space ladies?
They're like space ladies with like they're like 70s space ladies with guns. They look
I don't
like
know what space ladies
like
mean.
you know the fembots in
Austin Powers?
Yeah, but like with space attire on.
Oh, all right, cool.
So they're like
So giant hoo-has.
Yeah.
No, hoo-has are like vaginas. Giant tatas.
Giant tatas.
Giant hoo-has.
Normal size hoo-has. I
Sorry.
think that's it.
Gonna keep drinking my wine.
Mug wine.
Mug wine.
Yeah. So what is like? Because the last time you were on here, you said you wanted to be a superhero, and we actually a blog picked us up and said Alison Haislip, host of wants to be a superhero.
Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah.
So,
I still want to be a superhero.
Still want to be a superhero.
How have I not accomplished that since the last time I was on this show?
God damn
Shit.
it. We should write you a superhero.
Yeah. There's like 1,800 Marvel movies now. How have I
Christ.
not been in one?
Now apparently Marvel movies are all just
on.
like comedies. That Thor Ragnarok is
Oh my gosh, that trailer.
yeah. It's
I love
like
it.
Stand Up at the Apollo.
We work together.
yeah. It's like going to karaoke and you see your
But I
coworker.
love it.
Yeah,
It's so much better than all the like doom and gloom from the DC
Justice League
universe.
is just 19 seconds of slow motion, then a fast, and like 20 more seconds of slow motion, then fast.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I got nothing.
I don't know.
Yeah. So
Let's be honest. I'm gonna go see all of them in theaters, so it doesn't matter.
What is would you consider yourself? What is like your nerdiest thing that you do? Or
That I currently do or that I've done?
We can do both.
Because I think the nerdiest thing I've ever done is I went to space camp for 4 years.
Straight. Or 4 summers in a row.
Wait, 4 summers and you can't go straight. They don't let you.
Did you go to college at space
No,
camp?
you can't do that. I would have. But I went 4 summers in a row throughout high school.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's a lot of space camp.
No, it's so nerdy that by the time I went back for my 4th summer, the counselors there were like, we can't teach you anything else. Why are you back? Like, I had done it.
Your next step is astronaut.
Done it all. Yeah, they were like, we're just literally going to launch you into space.
How are you not an astronaut at this point?
Because I got into acting. I always think that if my high school didn't have a theater program and instead had an astronomy program, I'd probably be an astronaut right now. I'm not complaining. I love what I do. I'm just saying those were my 2 passions, and there was one road that I could blatantly take and one road that I had to go to Huntsville, Alabama to take.
Well, I think that's what Robert Frost meant about in like the road less taken.
yeah.
He's like, you're either an actor or you're an astronaut.
Right.
Like, that's straight down the pipe.
Yeah, why not? But yeah, that's probably
How
the
many
nerdiest thing.
nerdy dudes loved you at space camp?
I don't know how to answer that question because like.
Did you have like pen pals that you kept throughout the year? And like,
Yeah, I totally did.
Oh
no, here's the best thing. So Space Camp is actually how I got my AOL Instant Messenger name.
What is
because
it?
like the internet basically started right around when I mean it didn't start, but like online
You
connection.
started the internet
I started
Space
me and
Camp.
Al Gore.
Yeah.
But you used to have dial-up and all that stuff, and like you had to pay like per minute and things. But my dad had it hooked up in our basement to his computer because he needed it for business, and he allowed me to have an AOL Instant Messenger name solely because it was cheaper to contact my friends from Space Camp through that than it was to call them, because at the time, calling someone long distance was a lot of money.
Yeah.
If you called someone outside of your area code, it cost multiple dollars.
A lot.
People born after 1995 don't understand this.
Nothing.
Right?
So wait, let me guess your screen name. Was it like Astronaut Alley
No,
3945?
I'm not going to tell you what it was because it's actually still my gamer handle.
Oh, and you don't want people knowing?
No.
Because in Rapid Fire, we asked what was your AOL screen name.
I think you asked me that last time I was here, and I was like, I'm not going to tell you because it still is my gamer handle. It's still literally like my Xbox and PS4. And it's so like weird. Like knowing it as an adult, you're like, what?
Space Alley 40. I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah, there you go. That's
All right,
close.
let's go into the deep end. You wanna
Okay.
do the deep end?
Yeah.
All right, this is the point of the show. We are going to spin a wheel. Some of these questions are funny, some of them are serious.
All right.
If you don't want
there's
to
an
answer,
actual
you can
wheel.
pass. Yeah, it's a wheel of destiny right
I'll
there.
basically answer
That's
anything.
Lovely.
Ooh, the hardest I've ever cried.
Yeah.
I kind of have two answers because I feel like the actual answer to this is not the answer you're going to want to hear, but I took a class with this woman who's a breath specialist. And I took it because when I host a lot of live TV, I would lose my voice a lot. And people are like, you're not breathing correctly. So I went to go see a breath specialist. And this woman, like, I was like, I'm going to go and I'm going to learn how to breathe. And it's not just breathing, I found out. I took a private lesson with her. It's like 2 hours. And she has you either sit or lie on these, like, cushions or whatever. And she just kind of, like, first off, when you see her, she looks like a witch. She literally has, like, long white hair and these, like, pale blue eyes that are so pale they could be white.
You like people with strong eyes, too.
I do. So she walked in and I was like, oh my God. And so she has me like breathing, and then she just kind of puts her hands on her hands on your head, and she's like, what do you feel like now? And she puts your hands on your stomach and like on various parts of your body, and then you just kind of describe how you're feeling. And let me tell you, shit came out in this session where I was like heaving, sobbing. I got more out of those 2 hours of working with this breath specialist than I have in like 9 years of therapy.
A breath specialist.
I will send you her info. She's amazing.
It's amazing you didn't have a breath specialist at Space Camp because it sounds like something.
Yeah, I
you
know.
would
Like
need.
when you're in space, you need that. But
Yeah,
it was incredible. I'm a big believer in therapy. Like if you're out there and you're not in therapy, get a therapist. Like it's amazing to pay someone to just listen to your shit for an hour. You get to say whatever you want for an hour, and they can't judge you. And then you're like, everyone needs that outlet. And so this woman was like that, but heightened. But I mean, I was like ugly crying in this session. And I remember finishing it and being like, I can't remember the last time I cried that hard.
I cried really hard at the end of Lion, that movie.
See, I like that movie, but at the same time,
hard.
you knew the ending of the movie
Did
when
you, though?
it started. Yeah, I mean, kind of.
Broke my heart.
I was going to say that the hardest I've ever cried in real life was a breakup I went through in 2013 it was.
It was like before like your episode of Between the Sheets then.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it sucked. That was the hard. That was the first guy I dated where I was like, I think I'm marrying him, and then I was not marrying him, and I was like, I don't know. Doug. That's my uncle's name. I'm sorry. I love my uncle Doug, but I could never
Reach for
date
the
a
stars
guy.
there. You know what they tell you in Space Camp? Reach
I
for
could
the
never
stars.
date a guy named
Even
Doug
if you miss,
or
you still
Bruce.
owe
My
us
dad's
money.
name is Bruce. I
Yeah,
think I'm
Bruce is
safe
tough.
not dating a dude named Bruce.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like I could never date a girl named Debbie.
Oh yeah. I have one of my exes. Well, I mean, one of my boyfriends, but he's now an ex from ages ago. Yeah. He was married and is now divorced, but he married a woman who had the same first name as his mom, and I was like, well, that's your problem. Yeah. Like, don't do that.
If I had a sister, I wouldn't want to date a girl.
Oh yeah, I would. I don't think I could ever date a guy named Greg.
Yeah,
that's my brother's name.
Weird, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Could never date.
Sorry,
a girl
Greg.
named
I'm
Ben
sure
either.
you're all awesome, but.
Crazy. All right, you ready? Want to do 3 for the road?
Yeah, that was the only deep question.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, let's go to it.
We'll do one more. We're gonna do one. Come on.
I'm like, bring it on.
Haislip wants to break it all down. Most embarrassing moment in your life?
Wow, most embarrassing moment in my
I'm
life.
sure you had a decent amount, because I definitely have. Not that we're saying we're similar in behavior, but we both did just say we haven't had a sober kiss in years, so.
Oh my God, I had one. Can I say this?
Yes, say it. Do it. Do it, Haislip. I will call Space Camp right now and tell them that you are holding out on me. Yeah,
I know,
we can
this is
bleep
so
out names.
awful.
Do it. Do it.
I was one time out with some friends at a bar.
You pooped your pants.
No.
Where's this gonna go?
I'm so
Everybody's
mortified
holding with
to
bated
say
breath.
this. But I guess it's not really embarrassing because no one knew about it.
Okay.
Does that count?
Yeah. It was embarrassing to you?
Yeah.
Go.
Oh my gosh. I was out with some friends at a bar, and maybe I tooted a little. And it smelled so bad that my friends were convinced that someone dropped a stink bomb somewhere, and they called over the manager. The manager cleared out the area so they could mop down the floor because they were convinced someone dropped a stink bomb. And I just played along the whole time. I was like, yeah,
This
that's
restaurant
totally,
is disgusting.
Totally what happened. It's exactly what happened.
That's what you do. I think that's what you do. You gotta. Nobody expects. Oh man! I am so impressed. I love it.
Everyone who's been in love with me on this show up until this moment's like, never mind. Sorry.
Haislip, you are the best. All right, now we're doing 3 for the road.
Yeah, hold on. Let me
In
take a sip of
3,
water.
2, 1. Here we go. Have you ever won concert tickets from a radio station?
No.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how bad is your road rage?
3.
Most money you've ever spent on jeans?
250?
Most money you've ever spent on a bar tab?
200.
Did OJ ever do it? Did OJ ever do it? Did OJ do it?
Yeah. What?
You ever said, let's go out dancing?
Yes.
Do you belong to any clubs?
Yeah.
Space Camp.
The Lord of the Rings fan club. I'm a charter member.
Yowza. Sexy.
Yeah.
All right. Biggest celebrity crush?
Oh my God. Current?
Yeah.
Who's my current celebrity crush?
In 3.
Oh my God, this is so random. Jimmy Simpson, he's on Westworld.
Jimmy Simpson.
Yeah, he's like White Hat who becomes Black Hat on Westworld.
That guy?
I adore him.
Interesting.
Eyes, it's the eyes.
Oh, it is the eyes.
Yes.
That's true. Do you have any Canadian friends?
I do.
Make your bed every day.
Yeah, I do.
Not a girl. Nick Cage or Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise.
Ever said the wrong name to a person in bed?
No.
De Niro or Pacino?
De Niro.
Springsteen or Mellencamp?
Ooh, Springsteen, Jersey.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Best burger you've ever had?
Fuck me. That's a lot of pressure. Best burger I've ever had.
4, 3.
I'm in and out.
I'll give it to
Okay.
you. Pancake or waffle?
Neither.
Ocean or lake?
Ocean.
Ever been kicked out of a bar?
Does the Magic Castle count?
Yes.
Because I've been kicked out of there.
Ever been caught having sex by your parents?
No, thank God.
Fish or chicken?
Chicken.
Chicken or steak?
Steak.
Deodorant or antiperspirant?
I didn't realize they were different. Deodorant.
Okay. You ever painted a picture?
I have.
Bourbon or scotch?
Bourbon.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Mozzarella sticks or jalapeno poppers?
Mozzarella sticks.
Favorite movie sequel?
Terminator 2.
1 minute. Nice call. Do you
Yeah.
take vitamins every day?
No.
Tap water or bottled water?
Bottled.
Ever fail a class in high school or college?
Nope.
Billy Joel or Elton John?
Billy Joel.
You ever tried dog food?
No.
When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you check on your phone?
Instagram.
How often do you wash your hair?
3 times a week?
Ever told someone you love them and didn't?
No.
Do you go out of your way to recycle?
Yeah.
Sopranos or Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad.
If you had a hot stalker, would you be okay with that? Who let the dogs out?
Woo, woo, woo.
Who was the best Batman?
Oh, Keaton.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Sure.
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Sophie's Choice, man. Come on. I think I'm going Star Wars,
Woo.
but like by like 0.5%.
Favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Thin Mints.
Did you ever beat Oregon Trail?
No.
You ever used a park bench lawyer? Like accidentally?
No.
Did you own a stuffed did you have like a favorite stuffed animal growing up?
Yes.
What was his name or her name?
Kermit.
Kermit!
I have a
being
Kermit.
brought here.
I
Alison
still have a
Haislip.
Kermit.
She loves restaurants and stink bums. She is something
Shit.
special. You are awesome. You are the fucking best. And no, we are
I'm
not editing
honest.
this out.
If anything,
Do
I'm
not-
honest.
Don't even text me and say we're editing this out because we are not.
Damn it.
It's so funny. It is way too funny. Come on. It's a genuine
like
moment
now,
in life.
It is.
It's a genuine moment in life.
It is.
You got to.
I'm
Believe you me, I've gone out of my way to be like, God, there are some disgusting people in this place. When
Yeah.
it's clearly me.
But
It
you're
is
a
clearly
guy.
me.
It's
Yes.
different when you're a guy.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, yeah. I'm so.
But but listen, you're pretty enough. It doesn't matter.
Am I?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, thank you, but I don't know.
Alison
We'll find
Haislip,
out.
Josh Macuga Show. It's our second appearance here in our apartment studio. It's a little bit different than last time you were here,
It is,
but
but I
still
like
have
it.
the exact same.
There's a
amount of fun.
feminine touch
Not
now.
more. You're the best. Well, face it.
Squirrel.
Thanks for watching this episode of The Josh Macuga Show. We release episodes every other Wednesday, so subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Go to Facebook, I'm also there. Support our Patreon campaign. If you're watching The Josh Macuga Show, you're doing something right. And that something right is giving random people hugs when they don't want them.